It seems like in the recent times there have been more and more Karen uprisings happening or Karen incidents happening, which I like to refer to as the Karantine. Yes, we've had Karens in the past, but it just seems like more and more have been being birthed lately through possibly a process of mitosis. I've come up with a theory and I call it the Karen mitosis theory. I know, clever. But what I think it is they must be coming from a place, somewhere, right? They have to be coming from a single organism. And if you're familiar with the process of mitosis, that's when a single cell organism splits into two and thus multiplies. And they keep on going and going and going, and they split and split and split until you got a full-fledged organism. Do I know the full-fledged Karen organism? No, I don't know that one just yet. I probably haven't found it. Maybe some of you have found it. If you have found that specimen, please send it over so I can review it under a microscope and make sure I bring you some good results back. Okay? Maybe it'll have the solution to our problems to stop the Karen pandemic, right? But today I wanted to speak about one particular organism that I found very interesting, and it's a Karen that was spotted in a fabric land. Let's take a look.
Right here, because I'm sick and tired of your second rules. All right, sweetheart?
Well, we've come to a great start, haven't we? We've already found a prime example of a Karen. A nice ponytail, nasally voice, saying sweetheart at the end of their sentence to make sure that the blame isn't pushed on them, that they're not the bad guy, they're the good person in this conversation. These are all leading somewhere, and I'm interested to see where it's going. You know it's got to be pretty good.
You don't like to. Do you think I want to wear
Yes,
a
I do.
mask?
Yes,
I do not want to wear a mask. I have to wear
just like the rest of them.
Youch! Now that is some pretty big bait that she's throwing out there. She really wants me to just bite down on that bait. And I am. I'm going to bite it. I'm going to bite it. Clearly, no one really wants to wear a mask all the goddamn time. Unless you're doing it for fashion, of course. And hey, cyberpunk, here we come. But besides that, no one really wants to wear it. It's just something that we're doing out of necessity to lower the infection rates, right? And of course, this Karen is heavily upset that she needs to wear something on her face to protect everyone around her from her bitchiness. And I love that she just kind of disregards everything this girl is talking to her just because she's wearing a mask, just because she's not on her side. She calls her sheep. I love when people use the term sheep, especially when Karens use the term sheep, because usually they turn out to be the sheep themselves. And I can be 100% certain that this Karen was probably in the same Facebook groups as the previous Karen that I have reviewed. More than likely, she's a Moms Against COVID activist, and she's making the part. And you can really see what I'm talking about when you find a single cell organism out there in the wild.
Why don't you people educate yourselves? You need to.
How am I doing? Am I pretty cute?
You're really close to
Are
me.
you afraid? You should run away.
I don't like
But
how
you
close
have
you
your
are.
super mask on.
I'm trying to protect you.
I don't need protection from you.
And there you have it, a single-celled organism panicking in its environment. This single-celled organism has a really, really hard time trying to combat these pretty legitimate points that no one really wants to wear the mask, and they're just doing it to help people. When they get confronted with, logically sounding arguments such as those, they don't really know what to say. So instead, they just combat them with, well, you should do your research. Why don't you go do some research, you sheep? You just don't get it, right? Not really providing any sort of points because they don't want to link them to their Facebook group, right? And then as soon as she saw that someone was recording, of course, as any other single-cell organism would, she confronts the camera, tells them, how do I look, and throws an insult or two their way as well. And these insults never really turn out any good. She just kind of was trying to baby this person recording her, saying stuff like, oh, but you got your super mask on. You are a big girl, right? But, if anything, it just makes her seem more childish than the people that she's trying to argue to. Fucking idiots these days, huh?
Well, you just touched me. I really wish you hadn't.
I touched you.
Here,
I'm going to get COVID.
No, you're probably going to give it to me. Are you going to leave?
Look at you.
Are you going to
What a
leave the store?
shame. Are you going to leave the store? Are you going to leave the store? Are you going to leave the store?
And aggressive.
Okay, by now you should probably understand what I meant by single cell organism, right? This lady has no idea what the hell she's saying at this point, and she's essentially mimicking a child. She's reversing in age. She doesn't know where her original host is, and it looks like she's frantically seeking that host out to become one whole cell again. But she can't do it. She's having a hard time, so she results into baby talking these people and doesn't really know how to throw any insults at all. Just kind of mimicking them. Very childish. Something that you would see on like a playground of an elementary school. That's kind of a big yikes if you ask me. Well, you know, with those kinds of insults, you can probably become a comedian just like Amy Schumer, right?
To another
Do you
customer,
know-
would you please leave?
I'm aggressive?
Would you
I
please
can-
leave?
Okay. No. The
Would
thing
you
I wanted to
please
say, which you wouldn't let me say.
Here's another indication that proves that she's a Karen. She was talking to someone younger than her and thus belittling that person, but once someone of her age or around her age started speaking up towards her, she didn't know what to say at all. She shut down. Hell, you saw it. Instead, she tried to blame the other person, saying, "I'm aggressive." You know, like she got told. I'll be real with you. This is like telling a toddler, like, "Hey, what are you doing? Put the juice box back in the fridge. It's not lunchtime right now." It's the same goddamn thing. This Karen is out of line.
You won't see my face, right? If I ever come back here again, and this thing is proven to be a hoax, I want an apology from each and every one of you. See.
First off, I'm not really sure why they ever give Karens a platform to speak on. She's like trying to sell me something here. She stands up in front of the crowd and starts spewing her schlock. That's kind of what they want. They want people to listen to her. She even says it herself, "You know my face. When I come back here, if I come back here, you make sure you all apologize to me." And it's just like, bruh, no. Why? Why would we? She thinks this is all a hoax. Every single one of these types of people thinks this is all a hoax, and they never believe the numbers, even if it hit them in the face. Look, I'll be the first person to tell you to not believe the media at all when it comes to a lot of things. But, of course, doing your own research, you'll still find out that COVID is still a thing. Maybe it's not as big as the media had portrayed it to be, but it's still affecting people worldwide. Hell, here we are. You know, we wouldn't be in this situation if people weren't dying from this disease. So I'm still not certain what she's getting at here. And I think she should be careful because she's around the age where people get really, really sick. What do I know? I'm just a sheep.
Educate yourselves.
Wait till somebody you know is sick, and then you will see how much.
Nobody is sick, sweetheart.
Go for it.
Educate yourself.
Please leave.
Go online.
Please leave
and
now.
read and learn. You all win. You all win.
Dude, I never really understand what these people mean by educate yourselves. Where does she find her facts online? Everyone and their mom, hell, both sides of the spectrum, if you're going blue, if you're going red, both sides are saying the same thing. Put a damn mask on. There's literally no one saying, don't do it, it's a hoax at this point. Everyone is doing it. Yeah, some have decided to do it a lot later than we probably should have been doing it. But now everyone is pretty much in the same platform here. Everyone wants to get rid of this goddamn pandemic. We don't want people getting hurt any longer. Like, it's enough. But these people, they deserve to get placed in a chokehold or something until they put on the goddamn mask. Put them on a farm or something and put the horse muzzle on them. That'll teach them. Jesus Christ, what is the matter with these people? Again, where do they get their facts? I have no idea. Is she searching the dark web? Does she know something that we don't? Maybe she has a private investigator searching the databases of the government, uncovering the mysteries of the COVID. I don't know. I have no idea where these people get their facts. I'm pretty positive that they're listening to some sort of conspiracy theory podcast out there, maybe on YouTube. I know there's a couple out here. It's got to be somewhere. I don't know. These are the same people that projected that the airplanes are releasing chemicals into the sky every single day to kill us. Like, I don't know. I don't know how clearer it can get for these people that people are in danger. And it's like that lady said, once something happens to her family members, then she'll understand. But until then, she'll find the unironic truth that she was the sheep all along. How does that children's song go? Oh yeah, Karen had a little sheep. Since you made it this far into the video, don't forget to leave a like, share to your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you're new for content similar to this. Hopefully this single-celled organism finds an extra brain cell to wear a mask. Otherwise, the next mask that she's going to be wearing is an oxygen mask in the hospital. Bye.